Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to Manchester City FC versus Al-Hilal SFC FIFA Club World Cup 2025 round of 16. Still used to the Gold Cup having one less round, ain't I? With that being said, here we go. Man City versus Al-Hilal, the third to last game of this round of 16. We have two more games tomorrow. Then we'll have our full quarterfinals. We have the Gold Cup semifinals on Wednesday. Thursday, we have an off day. Wait. No, Toronto plays Thursday. Either way. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There you go. With that being said, it's weird. Toronto playing on Thursday. That's weird. With that being said, starting 11s are as follows. I'm still pissed off, but I'm not so angry as to anything. I've slept on it. It still hurts, but what'd you expect? With that being said, starting 11s are as follows. For Man City, in goal, Ederson. The back four, Matheus Nunes, Ruben Dias, Josko Vordiol, Ryan Nori, Ilkay Gundogan, Tijani Reinders, Bernardo Silva, Savio, Erling Haaland, Jeremy Doku for Man City. For Al-Hilal, in goal, Yassine Bono, João Cancelo, Kalidou Koulibaly. We have Moteb Al-Harbi, Henan Lodi, Nasser Al-Dusri, Ruben Neves. We have Mohamed Kano, Milinkovic Savic, Malcolm, and Marcos Leonardo. Salam Al-Dusri's not in the game or even on the bench. Was it 2 yellow cards? Well, at least you know how I feel. Happy 4th of July week. Tomorrow's Canada Day, man. How about Happy Canada Day? With that being said, players are walking out. We're getting ready to go. So, Salam Al-Dusri will not be playing this game. I don't know if it's 2 yellow cards or injury. Let me see. Yellow card. Nope. He did not get one there. Red Bull Salzburg. He did not get one there. Interesting. He did not get a yellow card against Pachuca. He must be hurt then. Oh, Lord. Well, Al-Hilal has no chance in hell. If they had any chance, Steelers. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I thought the show was okay. I'm not exactly sure what Seth coming out during the Gunther segment served. I didn't get it, but glad to see Roxanne Perez is still... They're basically putting her in the Judgment Day. Happy to see Finn and JD McDonough win the tag titles because, honestly, heel New Day sucks ass. Let's just be real. Starting 11 for Man City, Ederson. The back four, Ait Nori, Vardiol, Dias, Nunez, Gundogan, Reinders, and Silva. Up top, Doku, Haaland, Savio for Man City. Yeah, I think so, yes. I think the USA is going to have it harder against Guatemala. Starting 11 for Al-Hilal. We have Yassine Bono, the back four of Lodi, Al-Harbi, Koulibaly, Cancelo, Al-Dusri, Neves, Malcolm, Milinkovic, Savic, Kano, and up top, Leonardo. Yeah, Isiah was very happy about that. Hey, at least Chelsea's still the Club World Cup. At least I have that, right? Until they play Man City. But Al-Hilal could win today. And then Chelsea could win their game against Palmeiras. They could play Fluminense or Al-Hilal. Yeah, that's not happening. Let's be real. Oh, yeah, Man City. Speaking of, it's Man City, isn't it? How we doing, Dylan? How we doing? Yeah, something like that. Nope. At least solemn. Yep. Hey, at least the Leafs got rid of Marner. Enjoy him, Isiah. Especially in April and May. You will not. The later a series gets, you're not going to enjoy Mitch Marner. I'll tell you that much. I'll take Waugh. At least we got some out of Marner. At least we got some out of him. So, enjoy Marner. And Marner had Matthews. Okay, yeah, that's the regular season. What about the playoffs? What about the playoffs? You may enjoy him during the regular season. Yeah, what about the playoffs? That's the problem. Yeah, Marner's a very good regular season player. He will get Eichel to 50 goals, probably. Yeah, I could see it. Wouldn't shock me at all. Even though Matthews is better than Eichel. But, yeah, no, you're right. But, maybe, but he's still a punk. He's still a weak mentally player. He's still a weak mental player. And he's still a freaking pool noodle. Those games are still going to get tough and tight with Vegas. That was the part of the problem. It may not have been the main problem, but we'll find out. But he still will get a bit suffocated by other teams during the playoffs. See how much of the problem that truly was. Over the top, and we're off. Now, of course, maybe it was the Toronto media. Maybe Vegas doesn't give a shit. Cross in Man City. That'll be cleared by Al-Hilal. Early on, Man City looks like they're going to absolutely true, but the Leafs tried to be a tough team last year. Maybe. So I'm just saying. But maybe they were trying to make a tough team out of punks. I didn't really have a problem with the way Austin played or Nylander played or Tavares played or Nyes, though. They looked tough to me. They looked like they at least understood Berube's ideals. And Marner did until the playoffs start. So, well, let's see how they do. But Man City looks like they're on the front foot very well right now, which doesn't surprise me. Doku is down with a foul. I guess you could say Al-Hilal's my Saudi team, too, because Seba Javinko played there. Not anymore, but he used to. No, I didn't buy a Javinko Al-Hilal jersey, because if I did, I'd probably be wearing it right now. I didn't even know if you could. That was before the Saudi Pro League was cool. Where they were spending bags to get everybody. He did pretty well over there, though. I could care less. Probably. I could care less. I only care if the Steelers were trying to get better. I want the Dolphins to be worse. Actually, no, I want the Dolphins to be worse. The Steelers, who I bandwagon for reasons, got better. The Dolphins got worse. So it helps the Patriots, too. Bunch of frauds. Bunch of frauds in Miami. By that, I mean the Dolphins. Bunch of frauds. Honestly, I'm pretty shocked about that. That was sad. Well, it's the Club World Cup, so I like it. Respect to Saudi. They actually care about this, unlike Europe. I'll give them respect for that. 3 minutes in, 0-0. I mean, I think it's cool they're signing players. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just pissed off MLS doesn't get the same love that Saudi does, and MLS is trying to do the same exact thing except with a cap, which that's probably the problem. But either way. That was Pittsburgh, not Philly. You just insulted the whole city of Pittsburgh. If there's one thing I know about Pittsburgh is they hate being mixed up with Philly completely. That's one thing I know. They hate Philadelphia. Wait. Does that mean I have to get rid of my soft spot for the Union? They've done a good job killing it themselves. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? They've done a good job killing it themselves. Man City will win anyways. Probably, but I'd like to see how long Al-Hilal could hold out. Looked like they weren't even going to be able to hold out for 3 minutes, but they're starting to wake up a little bit. Exactly. And MLS, to a certain extent, does as well. But I guess it's cool because you barely see them play these teams. It's cool because you barely see them play these teams. Saudi has a young population, with football being the most popular sport, unlike the USA. Well, at least maybe their way of growing the Saudi Pro League is working to grow the game out there. Let me ask, is Saudi Academy football free to play? Is there any pay to play going on in Saudi? Just a question. Are the Saudi academies free to play? All of them. Or a majority? Are they? Just a question. Just a question. It's free to play. Okay, well, that makes sense then. Good on Saudi Arabia. You know what? Respect. You know what? Maybe I just had to learn more about the league and the football out there to have a better look at it. You know what? Fair. Because it should be. Header saved by Bono. You know what? Because it should be. Academies should be free to play. Pay to play is wrong. Horribly and utterly wrong. That doesn't grow the sport. Good. Good on Saudi Arabia. See, that's what the Saudi Pro League does, getting players like this. There you go. It makes the kids want to play football. And if you give them a free academy to play football, maybe they become a footballer. Wow. What a genius idea. I'm pissed off. I'm not pissed off at Saudi there. I'm pissed off at. You know what? Respect. They actually want to grow the sport. They aren't just giving money to these big players so they could do that. It actually grows the sport because they have a free academy. What do you know? What do you know? Wow. True. That is true. But they do have a good national team anyway. And they always sort of had. Like, that's the thing that I don't exactly get. See, that's the thing I don't exactly get. Because when Saudi Pro League started buying all these players, I know Saudi has the money. I know. They could do it. What I didn't understand is the national team's always been good. It's not like Qatar where, well, they've only been to one World Cup, and they may not even be at the next one, you know? That's only because they hosted. And really, their shenanigans over the past 10 years haven't really grown the game, except got a lot of Qatari Brazilians to come to Qatar. Yeah. Exactly. And I think Al-Dusri, Salam could have played in Europe as well. But again, Saudi Arabia's always had a good national team. especially when they have their best players. Not like at the Gold Cup. That was I had higher expectations, but losing to Al-Hilal players is a problem. I'm not totally surprised, but I didn't realize it would be that bad. I'm sure the 2027 Saudi Arabia side at the 2027 Gold Cup will be better. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. I would hope so. But again, 9th minute. I mean, Saudi Arabia, they've always had a good national team. So I don't that's what I didn't understand. Like, yeah, it's cool to have Cristiano. It's cool to have some of these big players. But it feels like shenanigans they didn't really need to do, but, well, at least on the football side of things. But then again, Man City. I get that. I'm just saying. Played back shot, goal. Man City leads. Bernardo Silva puts in a horrible mistake by Al-Hilal. And Man City, you can't give them that. You can't give them that. Man City will pounce. And Bernardo Silva makes sense. Bernardo Silva puts in a mistake, a failed save. I can't call that a rebound, but it's 1-0 Man City. 10 minutes is pretty good for Al-Hilal. Well, no, they did draw Madrid, so Man City's better, though. This is the real Man City. This is the real Man City. Shot. Horrible defensive play. Just bounds in front of Bernardo Silva. Cross in. Reinders chips it through. Oh, it hit the hand of Ait Nouri. It hit the hand of Ait Nouri as it was coming through. And then the bounce back hit Gundogan. Tap in by Silva. This might not stand. It hit the hand, the elbow of Ait Nouri. It was right up against him, though, so. Looks like it's going to stand for Bernardo Silva. Yes. Bernardo Silva, goal. They're bunching up now. For example, Apostrofe actually has a Somali father, played for Somalia, and Yemeni mother. I wasn't really talking about Apostrofe, but that's pretty. I didn't know that. I was talking about all these Brazilians, like the naturalized Brazilians on the Qatar national team. It's like there's so many. There's so many. There's so many. It's like a Brazilian name on an Arabic national team? Like, I mean, some of them have had to just move there and play the Qatar League and then get... Maybe they were born there. I don't know. The Brazilians don't. Yeah. It's like, what? I was like, okay. Yeah, row, yeah. There you go. But that just shows you, like, Brazil's so bad right now, but then you're like, hey, let's just bring these Brazilians over and naturalize them. If they had no chance to play for Brazil, what makes you think? That's why you got 0 points at the World Cup, and you may not even make one next time. Good job. Amos Ali. Well, that is Arabic. I never questioned it. Lucas Mendez, well, that sounds more Spanish, actually. But Amos Ali, that sounded Arabic to me. 1-0 Man City. Yes, it is. Bernardo Silva's goal stands. 9th minute. 1-0. Is he still there? Oh. Whoa, okay. But isn't... Yeah, but then you're in the weeds of like... Is Sudan more Arabic? Isn't it one of those countries in Africa that's more Arabic anyway? Because there's... Hold on. Well, North Africa, yeah, that is more. Sudan, North Africa, those are the more Arabic countries in Sudan, or in Africa, I should say. But yeah, Arabic, English. Yeah. 97% Sunni Islam. Yep. Well, yeah, there you go. I thought so. Fourteenth minute, 1-0. 97% Sunni Islam. Sunni Muslim. 3% Christian. Yeah. Hani Mukhtar from Nashville's half Sudanese, half German. I think I knew that. Yeah. I think I knew that. Yeah. Fifteenth minute. One 0 Man City, 15th minute. Yes. Yes, I was. Because here's the difference. One, the Florida Panthers were worthy winners. The Florida Panthers deserved to win Game 7. The Florida Panthers, I'm not surprised the Leafs lost Game 7 to them. Guatemala's different. And that's not a slight on Guatemala. It's that Canada should have never lost to them. That is a failure of epic proportions. The Leafs losing to the Panthers, I was like, either team, whoever wins this is actually going to win the Stanley Cup. That's where I saw both teams. I saw the Leafs as better than anybody but the Florida Panthers. They didn't call it, though. They should have, but they didn't. I'm telling you the facts. It is still 1-0 because they didn't overturn the goal. Do I think it should have been? His hand was close to his body. That makes it harder. But I could see the argument. But the fact is, it's still 1-0. But again, when it came to the Leafs-Panthers series, I thought the Leafs was better than the other 6 teams left in the playoffs at the time. Or give or take, you know. I think the Leafs series, finished last. So actually just the 3 teams that were left at the time. Going in, the 6 teams that were left, I thought the Leafs were better than everybody but the Panthers. So when the Leafs lost, I was like, yeah, it sucks, but I'm not surprised. They lost to the team, the one team that was better than them. And they gave up too many chances. They should have won Game 3. They win that, who's to say? They got owned in Games 4 and 5. They had to win Game 6 just to go to 7. They got owned in Game 7. They win Game 3. Leafs probably win that series, and they were leading that game halfway through. So again, a 7-game series, also there's a different context. One game against Guatemala is sort of you shouldn't be losing this. Even if you're down a man, they should have parked the bus. Like, they gave Guatemala the openings to score. Like, they tried to press. and look for another instead of park the bus. Interesting. Is it Neom SC? Is that like the city they're trying to build or whatever in Saudi? Interesting. I mean, they looked better without the Italians. What really pisses me off is Canada lost. You would have thought it would have been the opposite way. Canada wins, TFC loses. I can't have everything, can I? Yeah. I can't. TFC wins. Canada loses. I should have seen it coming when TFC won 3-0. I should have seen it coming. That's when I should have seen the train running off the tracks. It would have been like, oh, we hit the iceberg on the Titanic. Oh, right. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting... No, there's no way Canada wins now because TFC lost. Why can't the shit team lose? The team who was supposed to finally win a trophy loses, but the shit team wins. Because that's what they are right now. Let's be real. It's not mean. It's true. TFC is shit. A game that nobody expected them to win, they win. Pretty, honestly, dominantly, too. Like, that was their best performance of the year. Like, Montreal was one thing. That was cathartic. That was amazing. 6-1, amazing. But they were down a man for most of it, Montreal. Portland's actually good. The difference is Portland's actually good. 3-0 against a really good team like Portland makes me wonder, should we even play the Italians? And I love Bernardeschi, but I'm saying both. Should we just get rid of them? Because honestly, certainly Insigne, he should, I don't even know why they tried to play him for the first place. See, they should have just left his ass on the bench in the first place. Why did they ever let him off of it? They were like, oh, we're not going to play him. Then, oh, injuries happen. They're like, well, we kind of have to, don't we? And they just look like gutless bastards. It was like, well, no, we have to play him now, don't we? Dude, you have Tyrese Spicer. You have Tyrese Spicer. You have Theo Corbianu. You have Maxime Dominguez. What are we doing? We're just buy him out already. If it opens up the DP spot, I think that only happens in the offseason, though. I think if we buy him out now, he's still a DP for the rest of the year. So it doesn't do anything but hamstring us. I mean, it might as well. It's not even. But, yeah. Coelho's amazing, though. I've been saying Coelho's that guy. And by the way, once Flores comes back, which will not be Thursday because Honduras advanced. Well, he's going to be playing on Wednesday. He's not playing Thursday, even if he does come back. Probably just go straight back to Toronto. They're playing in New York. With that being said, if they do lose, which they should, Flores, Coelho, defensive midfield 2. Both. Play both. No Oso, please God. I know he's hurt right now, but no Longstaff. Well, Longstaff actually wasn't that bad. He wasn't. I didn't say he was good. He just wasn't bad the last game. He did his job. Coelho's him, though. But, no. Like, if you're playing Oso, especially defensive, well, actually offensive mid, yeah, don't play him. We need an actual 10. But bad thing is, once Oso's healthy, he's going to play, isn't he? He's washed. I love Oso. He's washed. It's not. No. It's done. It's done. He's been washed since the head injury, but he's done. And it's sad. I mean, Oso finally got the armband and then pretty much just can't do nothing. And we have Flores and Coelho. Maybe if one of them get hurt, play Oso as a defensive mid. I think the further back he plays, the better at this point. Try to play him as a 10, it doesn't work. Maybe because that's not what he is anyway, but 23rd minute, 1-0. I mean, but Cruz Azul won the Champions Cup. See, the problem with that is Cruz Azul shot wide, won the Champions Cup, and Miami's still going to get glazed. So, highest roster number? Yeah. Team value? Yeah. But for me, good for them if they make it to the semis, which, well, they'd be playing Real Madrid most likely. If they play Juve, I could see them making the semis. They could beat Juve, but Real Madrid, I mean, Pachuca did play him well 6 months ago, but I mean, it won't be as much of an ass kicking. Here's a chance. Shot. Aitnori saved. It won't be as much of an ass kicking as you would think. I think Monterrey will keep it close, but Madrid would still win. Yep. Yeah. Except his dad doesn't coach the team. I mean, I will admit, Michael kind of feels like the way things ended, it kind of felt like collateral damage. I'm not sure if he wanted it to end that way or if deep down he wanted to be the captain who won them everything. Like, I don't know if he was just collateral damage or he wanted his father there because he knew his father was washed, but he wanted to be coached by his father, but also be the captain who won them everything and nobody else could. Or if it was just MLSE being dumb and he was collateral damage and they kind of threw him under the bus as well. I'm not sure. But I don't think Michael would do that. I think he did want his father to coach the team. I don't think he thought Bob lost it. I do think MLSE sort of threw Bradley under the bus, truthfully. I do believe that he wants this team to succeed. But I think it's going to be a long time before Michael coaches this team. It's going to take a while for those wounds to heal. I thought he's been doing well. Calvary's still Calvary. 26th minute. By the way, speaking of July 9th, that after that evening, we will be live for the Forge Montreal game, the second leg of the CPL or the Canadian Championship. I hope Forge holds on. We'll see if they do. Forge does have the lead. Why are we? Oh, well, I get it. Club World Cup and all that. But really? Freaking first leg in May, second leg in freaking early July? It's been over a month. Holland plays it through. Shot, that was the Aitnori shot that got blocked. "27 minutes. 1-0 Man City. They've had a couple of chances, but Al-Hilal's kept it pretty tight. Which is something. What a save that was, yeah? Well, you mean don't make the UCL places to not make it 2026, 27? Yeah, I think they are in a position as to where they will not make it. They're so bad right now. And they have a coach that's just not meant to be there. It's like Di Matteo. Like, Kivu's like Di Matteo. He shouldn't be. No. Well, that's a bad comparison. He won the Champions League, but after that happened. What about Villas Boas? Okay, fair enough. That's better. But either way, yeah, they're not going to make it. He might not even make the whole season. Over the top for Al-Hilal. I don't think he will. Save by Ederson. I don't think he will. 1-0. I think they are absolutely and utterly cooked. They're going to be that Serie A team who finishes 10th. There's always a big team in Serie A that finishes absolutely horribly. Last year was Napoli. Last year it was Napoli. Or last year it was AC Milan. Then the year before that it was Napoli. And then I think Napoli will still be pretty good this year. I don't think AC Milan's going to be as bad as they were. I think we know who it's going to be. Juve, they still have a better squad. They still have more potential to unlock. I mean, Igor Tudor is a trash manager. Shot saved, but he might get fired. But either way. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that to a certain extent. As much as I can. Yeah. Congratulations. Another good save. Yassine Bono is him. Header. Oh, another good save. He's going to start goaling them, isn't he? If only maybe that first goal shouldn't have counted. Maybe this is ball don't lie. Never seen that happen to Man City. Never seen that happen to Man City. Ball don't lie. Never seen that happen to him. Never. Corner cross in. Headed away. Ball crossed. It's going to a Man City defender. They could reset. Well, I mean, this won't be the first time Pep's beat Inzaghi during a competitive game. Champions League final 2 years ago. If Man City wins. It was 1-0. Let's see if he does better. Do you think Rayados are capable of beating Dortmund? Yes. Yes, I do. I think they're the better. I think Rayados are just as good, if not better. Oh, yeah, I'm actually going to get to do a Dortmund game live. Dylan might. I guess he's over the moon. Just like when I did Jets versus Blues. I am rooting for CONCACAF, but I think Monterrey could beat them. I think Dortmund is just, they have a real manager, which is the difference. But I just think they're beatable. I think they're beatable. I mean, they let Sundowns look good. They let Sundowns look good. They drew Fluminense. Monterrey is better than both those teams. So, hell, weren't they pretty close against Ulsan as well? Like, Ulsan wasn't so easy either. Monterrey's better than all three of those teams. They're good. Monterrey's still better than them. It'd be funny if Sergio Ramos got his revenge against Real Madrid for letting him go. Sundowns are underrated, yeah, but Monterrey's still better. Both things can be true. 32nd minute, water break for both teams. Still water break. 1-0. .34th minute, here we go. We're going to see what happens. But Man City has a 1-0 lead. Oh, won't you look at that? 2 Bahrain tests, a Barcelona preseason test for F1 next year. Speaking of, I am slightly considering doing another Grand Prix live when it comes to I'm considering doing the British Grand Prix live on Sunday, considering there's only the Gold Cup final, but the British Grand Prix is at 9 in the morning. I might consider it. I'm going to decide myself this time. .36th minute. Predict the NFC South. Buccaneers number 1. Falcons second. Saints third. Panthers fourth. But it's not going to be like there's a team in the basement. Even the Panthers will have a solid season, all things considered. 6 wins at least for 4th place. I don't think even the 4th place team is going to have a bad season per se. Like, it wouldn't shock me if this team who has a bottom, the 4th place team has a 7-10, 7-10, 7-9. No, 7-9 is normal. 8-9 season. 7-10, 8-9 season. But the Panthers are 4th. Bucks are going to win the division. Saints 3rd. Honestly, you know what? Falcons 2nd. Honestly, you know what? No. Saints are going to be 4th, actually. Nah, think about it. No, Panthers 3rd, Saints 4th. The Saints are going to be so bad this year. Like, with the cap hell, Saints are going to be bad. Saints are going to be bad. You know what? They'll be 4th. Yeah, the Panthers are better. At least have potential. Bryce was a good quarterback after he came back from being benched. Shot! Save. After being benched. Bono's cooking, yeah. After being benched, you know what? Bryce was a better quarterback. And the Saints still have Cap Hill. So, actually, no. Bucks 1st, Falcons 2nd, Saints, Falcons, Panthers 3rd, Saints 4th. Penix Jr. is still better than Bryce, though. Yellow card. 1-0 for Man City. Still 1-0. Matheus Nunes gets the yellow. Cross in, header, cleared away. If Al-Hilal wins this game, Yassine Bono's man of the match. Can't believe how solid Fabio is still at 44. Bruh, 44. Who's your favorite to win the Gold Cup? At this point, Mexico. It's got to be Mexico. Who else? Who else? I'd prefer it to be a Guatemala-Mexico final than a U.S.-Mexico final. Wouldn't really mind if it was Honduras-Guatemala. That'd be kind of cool, but I'm not looking forward to a USA-Mexico final again. I'm not. Because I just don't want to see it. 42nd minute. I would say, well, I really don't know. Honestly, yes. Now, of course, they played two shit teams, Juventus and Al-Hilal. Two teams they really should beat the shit out of. And then Juventus, who's not really good right now. They did beat the shit out of them, though. And Al-Hilal has probably been their toughest opponent so far, really. I'd say yes, because Man City, if they didn't look like they had good potential or they were going to hit it, they were not going to look good here. They've looked pretty dominant. I mean, yeah, you could only play who's in front of you, but they've looked pretty dominant. Except for, I guess, today, but I'd say Johnny. 43rd minute. And Leonardo doesn't get there. It's just flood warnings. Okay, I was like, blimey. I think the way that they played like the old city. They've been very fluid. They've scored goals. They've been very good at pushing the pace, as the old city did, as the city that we were all afraid of did. With that being said, again, they're playing teams that they should be doing that against, even if they weren't the old city. But shot saved by Bono. Yeah, it's raining. 44th minute. The build-up play is good, but they'll be exposed easily. Again, their line is still too high. Hey, if Chelsea plays them and absolutely exposes their high line, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it, but damn. Damn, that sucks. Alex Pietrangelo is done. He'll be on LTIR for the rest of his contract. Damn. That sucks. That sucks. Alex Pietrangelo's done. Cross in. Thoughts on the goal? I think it was a harsh decision to give it. The ball did hit his hand. It probably should have been taken away, but 45 plus 5. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Just have a big guy to hold up the play watch. Have a quicker transition with some super speedy wingers. I'm telling you, Ryan Aït-Nouri isn't that great of a defender. Well, that sounds like Chelsea. Liam Delap up top, and then Noni and Neto. That does sound like Chelsea. It kind of does. I'm not going to lie. Maybe you have a point. I shouldn't be scared. 47th minute, playing forward, cleared away. Well, if you think about it, yeah, that kind of does sound like Delap, Noni, and Neto. Don't know where Palmer figures in, but playing forward for Al-Hilal, they're starting to wake up a little bit. Playing forward. Good point. 3 minutes in. Cross in. That'll be saved. 3 minutes in. I still, whenever it ends up, if it ends up being Chelsea, Man City, I still probably will pick Man City. But then again, I've had biased picks that blow up in my face before, so we'll see. But 45 plus 4. 1 more minute to go. One more minute in this first half. 1-0. $30 seconds. I say Isak or Osimhen. Probably the better two picks. I think they're more of the profile that Arsenal's looking for. Isak or Osimhen. Probably would be easier to get Osimhen, though. But the question is, did he lose it while going to Turkey? That's the question. 46th minute or 50th minute, my bad. Halftime 1-0. 1-0, miro tiempo. Damn. Halftime, it's 1-0 for Man City, but Al-Hilal has kept themselves alive. Question is can they keep it going and get something through the second half? Or will Man City just find their way and work their way through? With that being said, if you like this, well, we still got another half to go. Sit tight. We will be back. Stats at the half. We'll get this one going. 1-0 for Man City. Pretty expected, but Rodri will be subbed on. We'll see what that does. But Al-Hilal is starting to wake up a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, except, well, even on, yeah. You really can't blame that first goal on him, or the goal on him. But yeah, he's amazing. He was amazing. If they win, he's man of the match. I don't care who scores the goals. Yeah. Liverpool. Oh, Liverpool. Well, again, as I said, Isak or, well, actually, even Etikite. Even well, if you're talking about Liverpool, yeah, well, I don't see why that'd be a problem either. With that being said, sit tight, be back. 45 more minutes to go. We're back for the stats of the half. We're good. 62% possession to 38% possession. Have 9 shots to 3. 7 shots on goal to 0. We have 311 accurate passes to 171, 94% pass accuracy to 87, 10 fouls to 3, 4 corners to 1, 9 shot to 3. We have 7 shots on goal to 0. We have 331 pass to 197, 94% pass accuracy to 87. We have 3 throws to 5, 0 offside to 0, 2 yellows to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 1-0 at the half. And frankly, Al-Hilal might have just gotten screwed. If this stays 1-0, you could arguably say Al-Hilal got screwed by Man City and the refs. You could arguably say that. Because frankly, Man City, Al-Hilal, Yassine Bono stood in his damn head. Wow, Al-Hilal started to wake up late in the half and figure out how to get things going offensively. If Al-Hilal doesn't score and it's still 1-0 for Man City, well, they might have just screwed them. The refs might have just screwed them when it comes to this game. 1 minute to the start of the second half. Well, that was good timing. With that being said, we'll see how the second half goes. But the winner of this goes on to play Fluminense. We could have a Man City Fluminense rematch. And then, of course, we have the 2 winners of tomorrow's games will play each other in a quarterfinal. July 4th. The 4th of July, we have Fluminense playing the winner of this and Chelsea Palmeiras, which Chelsea Palmeiras will be the later semifinal. That will be the later semifinal of the 2. Or the quarterfinal, I mean. The later quarterfinal of the 2, I mean. But with that being said, should be interesting. Let's see if these say the same. 2 and 8, Fluminense at 2, Palmeiras Chelsea at 8. Perfect. PSG at 11 on Saturday. And good thing is Toronto doesn't play this weekend. They only play on Thursday, so clear for everything to do this weekend. There you go. The last early game of this tournament is 11 p.m. on Saturday, 11 a.m. on Saturday. Tuesdays at 2, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 2 and 8, 3 p.m. on Saturday, 2 p.m. final on Sunday the 13th. So we have a really early one, but what's going to be crazier is if I go ahead and go live for the British Grand Prix. Scores and fixtures. Tomorrow's, yep, it is going to be Fluminense, then Chelsea, PSG, Bayern, then them 2, and then both are on at 2 o'clock. So there you go. Tuesday and Wednesday, and then 2 o'clock Central. So there you go. Holy shit, this tournament's almost over. Same with the Gold Cup. That's crazy, you know? It feels like we just got started. And we're pretty much done. How crazy is that, man? I ate pizza in the morning. It felt weird. Like, how early, though? Like, how early, though? Like, because if it was like 10 or 11, is it really that weird? Like, if it's like 7 or 8, okay, I understand it. But then again, pizza's made to eat for pizza's meant to be eaten whenever, in my opinion. So do that what you will. Teams are walking out for the second half, 8 or 9 a.m. I mean, that's slightly weird, but I've never done that. But I wouldn't judge anybody if they did. Unless it was pineapple pizza, but I'd be judging them for the pineapple pizza. Here we go, second half. It's just not right. Pineapple on pizza is just not right. It isn't. It isn't. It's just not right. Here we go, second half. We're off. 1-0 Man City. Can they hold on, or will Al-Hilal come back, and whether they take the lead back or just tie, or take the lead or tie it up, can they get it? Playing forward. Cross in. Oh, here's a chance. Shot, save, header, in, goal, 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 tied. Leonardo ties it for Al-Hilal. Wow, wow. A mistake by Man City. And Al-Hilal takes advantage early. 1 minute into the second half. And it's all to play for. Marcos Leonardo puts it into the net. A rebound, a mistake, leads to the header. And we got a game. Just a rebound leads to a header, and the goalkeeper, Ederson, was out. Nobody was there. Boom. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. Well, it is. Well, yeah, it is 9 o'clock in Florida. Yeah, it ain't gonna rain. Al-Hilal, 46th minute, and it will stand. It will stand, and Marcos Leonardo tied the game. 46th minute. So a mistake by Al-Hilal leads to the first goal. And then Man City gives it right back. 1-1. Yeah, no, we deserve to get embarrassed the way they played that. They could have just parked the bus and shut down shop. Like, of course, Guatemala was going to go for it anyway, but you don't give them the opening to build up momentum. So but 1-1. Al-Hilal has a chance. Man, if Al-Hilal wins and Chelsea beats Palmeiras, are they going to go to the final? Holy shit. It's opening up in front of our very eyes. Let's not forget, though, Club World Cup does have extra time, unlike the Gold Cup. Let's remember that. Let's remember that. Let's remember that. Let's remember that there will be extra time in this tournament if there's ties after 90, unlike the Gold Cup that just goes straight to penalties. '49th minute. Monterrey is going to be a tough battle. I think they win, though. I think they win, though, but it's the last game of the round of 16, and we will review it plus a live stream. So we'll see how it goes. Of course, Juventus, Real Madrid is at 2. Hala Madrid. Playing forward. Al-Hilal gets to clear. 1-1, 15 minutes in. Wow. One. '51st minute, 1-1. Man, I can't believe it. They're going to make 3 subs, Man City. They're making 3. Ooh, they feel like they're in trouble. That hit his side, dude. If that's a handball, I swear to God. His side where his arm is straight out, if that's a handball, my God. Playing forward. Goal! Goal! 2-1 Al-Hilal! 2-1 Al-Hilal! Man City are down against the run of play. Malcolm scores. Oh my God. Man City are down. I mean, Malcolm scores. I can't believe it, man. Malcolm headed away and against the run of play. Al-Hilal gets it back. What a jump. What a jump. And Malcolm's there. And Malcolm's there where the ball is. And Ederson's caught in the middle. And boom. Malcolm catches him in the middle. And it's 1-2. Where did this come from? I don't care. I'm just happy about it. Am I wrong about Man City? Maybe. You know what? I'm glad to see him go down, though. No Neymar, no problem. And they're going to make a triple sub. What'd I tell you? Their defense sucks. True, but let's also be clear. Oh, Ella Langley siding on the DAZN advertising. Cool. '52nd minute. 53rd minute. You know, it was just, yeah, no. Malcolm scores, and Man City makes their triple sub. Yep. What a jump. Malcolm gets the goal. Wow. Wow. Out of nowhere. 52 minutes. 1-2. They burn them. The assist comes from Cancelo. The assist came from Cancelo. Yep. No assist on the Leonardo goal. Cancelo makes the jump, pops it on. Beautiful. Jumps the ball, jumps the fly to the ball. Yeah. Well, it depends. Well, this is Al-Hilal. This isn't Saudi Arabia. It's a Saudi club. But either way, Al-Hilal over Man City. Like, Al-Hilal over Man City is the bigger upset. Like, yeah, no, I said that, yeah, Canada should win the Gold Cup, but that's still nothing compared to Man City going down to a Saudi team. Shot, goal, and it's tied. Erling Haaland taps it in. Ah, hell. 2-2. 2-2. Erling Haaland gets it. The set piece leads to a goal. 2-2. And it finds its way to the back of the net. Erling Haaland. Bad rebound giveaway. And Man City has it. They have the equalizer. 2-2. Didn't last long. Nope. Header. Falls back down to header. Doesn't get cleared. Falls back down to Haaland. And you can't let him have that space. Nope. Erling Haaland with a goal. 2-2. '55th minute. 2-2. I don't think we're going to extra time, though. Somebody's going to score before the 90th minute, and they're going to hold on to it. Probably Man City, but here comes Al-Hilal. Here they go. Malcolm once again. Malcolm down in the box. Penalty. Penalty. But offside. No. Damn it. Offside. Offside. No way. Yeah, he was. He was. Just barely. He was offside as the ball got past. It should be a penalty, but it's not going to be. Hello, I'm from Guatemala. Saludos. Saludos. Oh, they're checking. He might have been off just slightly. They're checking, but if he's on, it's a penalty. If he's off, it's nothing. If he's on, it's a penalty for Al-Hilal. Offside. Shit. Penalty. Or offside, I mean. Hablas español. Sí. No era penal de la Al-Hilal. Save. Agitada de la Al-Hilal. 2-2 esta noche. Haaland. Empate de Haaland. Their line is way high. Yep. I think Chelsea could beat them. You know what? I may be coping. Well, Fluminense might get revenge on him. Who knows? Because if Man City does pull this off and win this game, they will be playing Fluminense in the quarterfinal, which is a rematch of the 2023 Club World Cup. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias, amigo. Gracias. It's always been this way. It's always been this way. And how would it be a premium experience if it's a free upgrade? Was it finally a free trial now for the rest of the tournament? I still ain't doing it. 59th minute. Also considering the fact I could watch F4 on DAZN, I probably shouldn't. But what if you remember the Blue Jays win? Blue Jays beat the Yankees 5-4. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Blue Jays win. 59th minute. Exactly. Exactly. 60th minute. Playing forward. Man City has the ball. Saved by Bono. 30 minutes to go. And player down. No penalty. Honestly, it's improved mine. It's improved mine. They don't even have Neymar. Like the biggest name player they have. And it's honestly, oh, but by the way, no Salam Al-Dusri either. He's hurt. No, this does improve my view on the Saudi League. You know what? A lot more respect for the Saudi League than I had. Like since this buy everybody who's old scheme started. I mean, I respected it when Seba was there, of course. Nor Mitrovic. Yeah, he's hurt too. Neymar, of course, left. No Salam Al-Dusri. Like the biggest name player they have is Yassine Bono, which, okay, fair enough. He's kept them in it. But fair enough. That's why they're here. But they are a super team, though. It's still against Man City. Let's context this, okay? They're still playing Man City. The super team of all super teams, the defending world champions. Al-Hilal might be a super team in Saudi and hell against some other teams, sure. But again, comparatively to Man City, they're a freaking ant on a freaking groundhog or something. Well, that's not. Oh yeah, no. They're like a flea on a Great Dane, Maybe a big flea, but a flea nonetheless. 62 minutes. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. It's just true. Like against Real Madrid, might have been the same thought process, considering Real Madrid still has all those Champions Leagues, even though Real Madrid sucked this year. Free kick for Al-Hilal, 63rd minute. Depends exactly how you see it. But again, that offside was real close. This is why I support Arsene Wenger's offside rule. As long as one part of your body's onside, you're onside. I have so much more, which honestly is, well, I wouldn't say it's what it used to be, but it's a lot closer to what it used to be. VAR's ruined offside. Let's be real. Brought down, cleared, top of the box. Al-Hilal still has it. VAR and then the ball trackers have ruined every single offside. Like at this point, I think we need to change the rule. Substitution for Al-Hilal. '64th minute. Players will cheat more. It'll be the same thing. VAR reviews all the time. Fair, but again, I just think VAR reviews for like a toenail offside is the stupidest thing. Like, yeah, you can score with your foot, but does it really? Like a toenail, like a millimeter of a toenail offside? Do we really? Like, like at least when there's reviews in gridiron football, like those are deserved to happen. Well, good for you all. You know, like in gridiron football, like the reviews make sense. In baseball, the reviews make sense. Hockey, hell, even their offside reviews make sense. Playing forward. Man City. Here's a chance. Keeps it alive, but it'll be cleared. Exactly. Holland cleared. Be a throw in for Man City. That's all with a static line, though. Football is the only sport with a dynamic offside line. Exactly. That's part of the problem. Like, part of the problem with all these reviews, it's like, yeah, it's dynamic. And I'm not saying for some reasons, like, it was dynamic before VAR, but at least it was more like, are you really cheating or are you just somehow a little bit offside? Like, if you can see it with a naked eye, it's a problem in most cases. That's my line, okay? My line personally is if you can see the offside with a naked eye, that's when you're probably cheating. That should be taken away. But if you can't see a millimeter of a toenail with a naked eye, is it really cheating? Like, do we really need to call that corner? I don't think so. If your tooth is offside, because you could technically score with your teeth, if you had a big old smile on your face when you head the ball, yeah, you could technically. Really? Are we? I don't think that makes any sense personally. And like, if you're obviously visually offside, then I can understand the goal being taken away. I don't think VAR is good, and these ball trackers, I don't think we should be so technical with offside. Or if we are, I believe the Arsene Wenger rule might go a little bit better if we're going to have to check it this way. I mean, I understand the theory, but the guy making the offside call or the woman making the offside call, depending on the ref, is on the line where the offside should be. If they can't see it, they don't pull the flag up. All right, cross in, cleared. It's not like the center ref's making the call. That's what the linesman or lineswoman's for. It's to keep the eye on that line. If it's not visible to the human eye, I don't think it's a problem. I know that's not what it is nowadays, but sometimes high tech is a bad idea. But then again, I'm the guy who still loves using DVDs and wish he had freaking VHS tapes, but I don't know. Also loves playing old video game consoles, so maybe that's my problem. I'm the guy who wishes for Blockbuster to still be around, so maybe that's my problem. Goes down. No free kick. Drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill. Player down hurt. You should take a look at that. Drill, baby, drill. W old things, exactly. I mean, I don't feel like I'm that old, but also and if I was traveling all the time, I would go to a mall, and every place I go, especially even a strip mall to a certain extent, but like an indoor mall, yeah, that sucks too. That sucks too. It will suck when it happens. But as well, I love, the thing is, those dead mall videos are so damn sad, because I love going to malls, and these dead mall videos are making me realize that depending on when my future kids are born, they may not even know what a mall is. And if I have my future kids are born sooner rather than later, they'll know what a mall is. They might be the last generation to know. Huh. Well, they both had a shitty season this year. Yep. But at least you could still buy those. Water break, 70th minute, 2-2. At least you could still buy them. That's true, but it is their away kits. But either way, like, either or. I don't think. Well, in most cases, I think my future kids will probably be the last generation to know what a mall looks like. Because I don't think I'm going to be so old as to where I'd say I got, about 25 years before malls are completely gone. I don't think it's going to be that long. I don't think I'm going to go full Al Pacino. I don't know. Yeah. THQ wrestling games are pretty good. Like, my point is, he'll be playing for a while. I see what you did there. Shit. Yamal. That's not what I meant, but good job. Good one. You got me. But seriously though, the Dead Mall series. Thank you. The Dead Malls series, like that shit makes me sad. Like, I like a good shopping mall, And everywhere I go, I try to go to one. Like, last time I was in Louisville, I went to a mall there. Last time I was in Memphis, I went to a mall there. We'll see if we go back and see what's happened over the past 2 years on our way back, or maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. On our way back from down and up. Either way. Well, there's another Gold Cup or a World Cup next year, so that should be fun, right? But I'm not really talking about strip malls either, like outlet malls. I'm not. I mean, I've gone to a good couple, but that's not what I'm talking about. Like, that's what I think they're going to become. Like outlet malls are going to be more popular. I'm talking about indoor shopping malls. Sounds like you'd like Dead Rising. Why does that sound familiar? 74th minute console mall game. Yes. That's out for corner. 74th minute. So, yeah, Columbia, Missouri went there. Kansas City, it was just outlet malls. Columbus went to 2. Wait, or was it just 1? Indianapolis, we went to 2 in Nashville. One of them was bougie. Header over the bar. One of them was bougie. Yep, barely, but I do. Especially on console. So damn busy. I do play FIFA Mobile every day, though. I get my dailies. I do play FIFA Mobile every day. João Pedro going to Chelsea. It sounds like it is true, yes, as far as I can tell. Playing forward. Nice. Let me get a good headset, then I might. I still need a good headset. Maybe more like during the off season. As well as once I get a PS5, I'm going to find a way to get a wheel and play F1. Get F1 on the PS5 and get a wheel. And I mean an F1 style wheel, not that Logitech stuff. Like if you're going to play F1, you need an F1 wheel. Like one of those Moses or whatever. If I could get a Ferrari, if I could get a Ferrari copy, I would. Playing Ford, that would go back to Ederson. If I could get a Ferrari copy wheel, I would, or McLaren. At this point, I'll admit it. I'm pretty much a Ferrari McLaren fan. Depends on how many showtimes are left in my theater. If there aren't any, I'll just wait till it comes out on Apple TV because I think that's probably where they're going to stream it. I just hope it comes with a subscription. They don't make you pay extra for it. Then I'm going to flip. If they put on Apple TV and make it cost extra, I'm going to flip. After it's out of the theaters, so. Ruben Diaz playing well today. I'm not surprised. Corner. 14 minutes away plus stoppage time from. But at this point, I'll admit it. I'm pretty much a McLaren Ferrari fan. Ferrari first, McLaren second, pretty much at this point. Pretty much. It is what it is. Now that we know it's pretty much going to be Lando or Oscar, I want Lando to win the title, though. At this point, probably the Club World Cup. At this point, probably the Club World Cup, because that Canada, I'm a Chevy fan. Chevy don't drive in F1. I get it. I think there is actually Chevy engines during Indy, though, which is crazy. But for some reason, Cadillac's going to be in F1, though. Isn't Cadillac and Chevy made by the same company, though? I think they are, aren't they? Like, aren't they? Like, aren't Cadillac and Chevy both GM? I think. So technically, yeah, pretty much. I'll admit it. Yeah, pretty much. It hurts. Sure are. I thought so. Pez. I have like a couple of Pez Pro Ev versions on like PS2 and PS4. Cross in. Header. Oh no, they missed it. Goal kick. Damn, that was so close. 78th minute. Extra time going to 11 p.m. Yay. Fuck. Club World Cup after dark. Knockouts and Gold Cup have been good. Group was uneventful. Club World Cup's been great start to finish. I would agree with that. Yeah. I would agree with that. I think that's actually a good point. eFootball's a joke. I play FIFA, so if I was going to play a game that wasn't FIFA, it'd be Football Manager. Probably not eFootball. I'll be back for the games tomorrow. So, and the 2 o'clock game. So, there you go. 79th minute. Two. 10 minutes plus stoppage time. Yes, I will be live on Wednesday for both the semifinals, and then I'll be live for the final. So all 3 games, no matter what happens, because now, of course, when it comes to the Guatemala-USA game, that's just a live. Mexico-Honduras live RSR, and then the Gold Cup finals stand alone. So live RSR there. So, yeah, I'll be live for the rest of them, all 3 of them. So I'm not stopping coverage just because that was only because of me having to take so long to do the Canada video and the fact that I took too long to finish the stream. I'll still do all 3 games that are left and then the semifinal recap and the final predictions. So still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more pieces of content when it comes to the Gold Cup. The 3 lives, 2 of the reviews, and then the recap and predictions. So 7. 80 minutes. NFL Blitz. I'll finish the tournament, don't worry. It was just that one game. I'll still finish the tournament. So both semifinals live. We'll review the Mexico one. Final live review, of course. We'll have the semifinal recap the day later in the morning or so. And then we will have the final prediction. Hold on. $6:30. Playing forward 2-2, 82nd minute. Going to do World Cup qualifier? Yes, I will. September, October, November. Yep. Ah, yes, there we go. Well, we got Wednesday. Oh, they did add them. 2 hour 35. At 3 p.m. on Wednesday. Okay, Thursday. 2:30. Oh, that's perfect. We'll see. Those are just standards. 3 p.m. was a super screen. 3 p.m. was a super screen. Okay. Yeah. I should be paid by everything I cover. I agree. It's going to be cutting it close, but 3 p.m. on Wednesday and Thursday for the F1 movie. 2:30. Thursday probably better because 6:30. So, yeah. His country's coached by the Bozo. 83rd minute. Headed on, saved. Sun from Trinidad. You said you've been watching. You don't get it? Okay. He told you to guess. I can't give it away like that. Told you to guess his country. It's not Steve McLaren, no. The Bozo is not Steve McLaren, even though he is a Bozo, but no. He's not the Bozo. He's just a Bozo. It's not Jamaica. Cross in, cleared away. 85th minute. Suriname, yep. Belize. Sweetie, Suriname. And Al-Hilal plays it right back to Man City. Yeah, they're I don't think they are. I think Guatemala has a really good shot to actually go to the World Cup. I hope they do. And you know what? It's not that, well, of course I do believe they have a good shot, but I want them to make it. I want them to make it. Guatemala, El Salvador, Panama, Suriname. Honestly, Guatemala will finish. Belize does speak English, yes. Yes. But headed on, saved. I believe Guatemala could at least finish second after what I've seen in that group. And if they could at least beat Panama at home, all things are possible. Or at least get a result at home. Playing forward. I don't. I have Panama right now. After what I've seen, I have Panama first, Guatemala second, El Salvador third, Suriname fourth. I could see Suriname being above El Salvador, though. Actually, no. You know what? No, I'll give it to him. Suriname over El Salvador. Suriname over El Salvador. I'm going to give it to him. I think he was talking about you. Substitution. Cancelo's off. The disrespect. I just said no. No, you will be above El Salvador. I had to think about it for 5 seconds. No, you will be above El Salvador. You were better than them. Cancelo and Al-Harbi are off for Ayami and Al-Bulayahi. Actually, let me rephrase that. You are better than El Salvador. They do suck. You're right. Suriname above El Salvador. El Salvador fourth. You know what? You are right. You are right. I just hope they do good enough to make the playoff. And hopefully they get a good... Nope, this isn't the Gold Cup. Extra time, then penalties. You know what? Yeah, 88th minute. Yeah, no, you know what? You're right. Suriname, third. El Salvador, fourth. I'd love to see it. It's crazy, but I'd love to see it. Yeah, Chelsea went to extra time. Yep. Took damn 2 hours to finish. All because, well, they could have finished at least the regular time before they went in for rain. But then... Playing forward. Tena's a legend. He's honestly better than Vasco. I never had any disrespect for Tena. I didn't. Tena is a very amazing head coach. He's done very well throughout his career. Has a good system. He's made Guatemala a very good team. Tena's a legend. He's arguably better than Vasco. If they wanted to go for the old guy who's been there before, it should have been Tenna. They should have stole him instead of going for Vasco. So no disrespect to Tenna at all. No disrespect to him at all. If that's what you thought I had, you're sorely mistaken. Cross in. I overrated Canada's roster, but I didn't have any disrespect for Tenna. Just if that's where you're going with this. Yeah. Exactly. Gold medal winners in England. Yep. When Mexico won the gold medal. He was part of that. 6 minutes of stoppage time. Yes, he was. Man's a legend. He's been there before. He knows how to win. I don't know when I did disrespect Tenna because I don't think I did. I didn't think I said anything disrespectful towards him. Never have. I've always thought he was a good manager. I always thought he was a legend. If I said anything that made you feel like I disrespected him, I'm sorry about that. But sometimes I sound like an asshole when I don't mean to. That is one of my problems. But either way, because Canada should have parked the bus and they didn't. They tried to go for a second. They're very overconfident. Very. Take me and times that by 20. That's how overconfident they are. Except their team hasn't done, well, what can you say Canada's done? But either way, I love it too. I remember when Canada played Suriname the first time, 2021 World Cup qualifying. I've been saying that for years. And they were like, oh, we're going to beat Canada. We're further ahead in our process than you. I'm like, dude, we have a European champion on our roster. You know? I was like, I like the confidence, but free kick for Al-Hilal. Canada should beat y'all. The only positive thing is because of that COVID situation, y'all are playing in Chicago instead of Canada. But again, playing forward, headed away by Man City. Doku gets the ball. I believe it. I believe that with the quality of players they have for sure. I do believe that. 3 minutes left to go before extra time. I believe it. Not Ecuador, though. Well, he didn't say Ecuador, did he? I mean, right now it's Doku. Throw in. You're going to compare Garnacho to Garnacho. Garnacho to Doku. It's Doku. Now, if you're going to compare Garnacho to Noni, Garnacho. There's levels to this. I say back to Villa. Let him go back to Villa. Loan him back. Or Leeds. Oh, actually, that's a good one. Leeds. That's a good one. 4 minutes in. I agree with that. Let's not forget, though, Canada did make it look hard. Free kick for Al-Hilal with 2 minutes to go. Doku by a mile. I mean, she's an actual dentist. I'd be sure. Garnacho versus Anthony. Garnacho. Doku crosses in. Header cleared. Man City has the ball. Still alive. 1 minute to go. Whoever, if there's a goal before extra time, this is going to be heartbreaking for somebody. Yeah. Shot blocked. Saved by Bono. 1 minute to go. So you're memeing. Playing forward. Al-Hilal has a chance. Top of the box. A shot blocked. What are you doing? Had a better chance to take a shot 2 seconds ago. Corner. Yeah, I agree with that. Corner. Last kick of the game. Well, of the regular time. Leonardo should have taken a shot 2 seconds before he did. You like, but I guess easily take the corner if you don't got much else, I guess. Maybe. Let's see if they throw up their best set piece. 6 minutes in. Punched away by Ederson. That's going to be enough to go to extra time. Doku. Slipped! He slipped! And it's full time. We're going to extra time. 2-2. 2-2. We go to extra time. Doku fouled. Doku's trash. All right, extra time. 30 minutes and possible penalties. They made an Arby's Angus cheesesteak. Are you out of your mind? You know, I want to try to see if it's better than Hooters. I'll admit the food at Hooters sucks. Except the fried pickles. Those are good. The only good thing about Hooters, the food-wise, is the fried pickles. That's it. Their Philly cheesesteak sucks too. I'll be back. We're back. Again. We're back. All right. We're here. We're back. We're ready to go. Extra time, boys. Extra time. 5 more gifted memberships from Dylan. 5 more. Dylan, you're a saint. Dylan, you're a saint. Boom. All right, here we go. Extra time. What you get if you're a member? Well, right now, basically, well, possible members-only live streams, but I think we'll see. You get the run it back and month ahead if you're a member, monthly recaps and schedule announcements. You get extra opportunity to what's the word? Recommend a live stream. So your name in the description as well. And yeah, sure, a virtual hug too. Yeah, sure. The second half, the extra time has started. 2-2. Have to read the comments from over here for a while. Stream East is the UI sucks on a phone sometimes with these damn new updates. Playing forward. 91st minute. We'll go to 105. I hope Old City lose. I mean, I'd love to see it too. Multiple. One for Chelsea reasons. Second of all, because City reasons. Opinion on Dane St. Clair for World Cup 26. I hope he's not even on the squad. That's my opinion. Maxime Crepeau, the starter. James Panamis, the backup. And Jonathan Sawa, the third keeper. Or let's give Tom McGill a chance. Let's see how good he plays. Another one from Dylan. Amtrak Maple Leaf Derby at Yankee Stadium. I just hope Toronto has a chance to win. Marmouche is a dog. He's a good player. Shot blocked, headed away. All right. That's what I thought St. Clair washed. Yeah. 92 minutes. I'm not sure. Because, like, some people he's given memberships to seems like people he'd give them to, and then some just seem random. But as long as you're subscribed to the channel, I think, yeah, I would think. I'm not sure either. Playing forward. Here comes Al-Hilal. Here's a chance. Blocked. Out for a corner. I mean, some seem obvious and some seem random. The Guatemalan fans are amazing, but we knew that already. Like, Guatemalan fans, goal. Holy shit, are we behind? The zone's behind, really. Corner. Al-Hilal has a corner. Ruben Neves to take. Crosses it in. Header. Goal! 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 Al-Hilal! 3-2. Al-Hilal have the lead. Jesus! Al-Hilal have the lead. What a header. 3-2. 3-2. Hold on. Koulibaly. This game slaps. It's amazing. And Dylan sent another. No name. Congratulations. Kalidou Koulibaly scored the header. Former Chelsea man? Wow. What a header. Best game the last 16. Yeah, I agree. Holland fuming. Love it. I know it isn't Ederson his fault, but he stinks. He's a fraud. Each Al-Hilal player gets $5 million if they beat Man City. Oh, I would be so... 94th minute. 94 minutes for Koulibaly. A couple former Chelsea center backs leading their teams on this side of the bracket. Yep, Silva and Koulibaly. I could cry. I could cry. Why? Why does Chelsea do this to me? 95th minute. Hey, swimming in money pits sounds fun. That sounds fun. Yeah, El Salvador is it's something. Cuscatlan is something. What a game. I agree. This is amazing. It's amazing. Who's the bigger Man City legend? Silva or Yaya Toure? Yaya. Easy. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure's the biggest Man City legend. Well. Oh, David Silva. I'd never heard that nickname for him. No, it's David Silva. It's David Silva. You faked me out there. I've never heard that. David Silva. Yeah, no. You faked me out. No, David Silva. Got to sell to buy Chelsea or the Kings of that. David Silva's the bigger legend. Yeah, no, you fooled me there. David Silva. I mean, Yaya Toure's still a legend. He's still a legend, don't get me wrong, but David Silva. TFC 2017 would have qualified for this tournament. They still would have had to win the Champions League. That's what they didn't do. Why you have to bring that up? It's still painful. It's still painful to this day. 97th minute. I don't even think that wound scabbed over. It's still bleeding when it comes to the 2018 Champions League final. Why'd you have to do that? Painful, yes. They should have won that tournament. Dude, have you not seen that I was covering all the Chelsea games in the Conference League and the Club World Cup except the ES Tunis game? Tomas Romero talking trash about TFC. TFC have a fighting chance at Yankee Stadium. Silva Yayad KDB. Yeah, I would agree with that. Man, I hope TFC somehow wins at Yankee Stadium. I will tell you this, though. I will try to see the F1 movie on Thursday afternoon. The show time, it's a 2.5-hour movie. I should be back home before the TFC game kicks off. If I'm not, well, that's on me. But it's on me. But I should be home for the TFC kickoff. So I'll wear the same jersey though, so that'll make it easier when I go to the movie. I saw the F1 movie. Don't spoil it, damn it. Cross in. Header. Saved by Bono. Insider information, over 8 teams have talked to Santis. Who? Is there a certain team who wears red? Does a certain team who wears red that needs a number 10, have they talked to his agent? Have they talked to his agent? Or not? Or is it just Guatemalan teams? Over 8 MLS teams. Okay. That's all you know. Okay. I meant an MLS team that wears red and needs a 10. Not a Liga MX team. Well, more than just a 10, but one of the main things they need. I think he play a good number 10 in MLS. He can play on the wing as well, but I think he play a good number 10 in MLS. I really do think that. You keep Paradella. I don't know if we're going to get him. That's the problem. I don't know if we're going to get him. And frankly, well, it might be safer to get Paradella. I mean, the Canadian fans might throw shit at him. I don't know if that'll happen, but it wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me if some jackass throws shit at him if he went to Toronto. I hope that's wrong. I hope I'm wrong about that. I really do. 101st minute. Good clearance. 101 minutes. But, and by throw shit at him, I mean throw it at Santis. Paradella at least didn't piss off Canadian fans. At least he didn't. 101st minute. What's happening with Foden? Why does Pep hate his treble team? Well, Foden's gotten worse since then. Like, for some reason, and I'm not defending Pep here, Pep might have ruined Foden. But then again, he's ruined a lot of players. Foden has gotten worse. Like, ever since the Euros, like, Foden legitimately has just gotten so bad. Like, I don't know what it is. Foden is just fallen off a cliff. He legitimately has. It might have been Pep ruining him. That doesn't make any sense. Foden played for the frickin' Man City Academy. But Foden was horrible at the Euros, and he's not gotten better since. You know, I don't know exactly what it is. Like, I'm shocked. Like, Foden was one of the best young players in the world pre-Euros. During the World Cup time and pre-Euros. And now nobody even talks about him. And we know Pep is known for ruining his players and turning them into robots. So, yeah, but that wouldn't be a problem if he just came back to Man City and was like, oh, I'm good again. I'm good again. Montreal's looking at Santis. Ah, shit. Of course. So that's what they're going to use the Saliba money on. The guy that beat him at the Gold Cup. Well, it's possible. Of course. Of course. It's like when Montreal hired Omar. You remember when Montreal signed Omar Brownie? Remember when that happened? After he beat Toronto? Remember when that happened? It's like they signed him just to be petty. It's like, oh, he beat Toronto. That's good. Yeah, let's sign him. I will say, header. A goal! Man City ties it up 3-3. Holy Lord. Goal for Foden. And he's injured. He's actually injured. Off the goal. Oh my God. Speaking of Foden, we were shit talking him. He scores and now he's hurt. Holy guacamole. He's walking though. Phil Foden. Does nothing. Scores goal. Phil Foden taps it in to the far post. Some saw his value. I mean, good for him. He did tap it in. Good job. Oh, good for him. He got a goal. Shouldn't have shit talked him. That's what happens when you shit talk somebody. They score. They score. Whether it's your team or not. Don't shit talk. Halftime is stoppage time. Extra time. Tell Toronto FC to send Santis an offer. I'll tell my grandpa to talk to his dad and make it happen. Well, they gotta call the Pirate for that to happen. 1 minute in. 104th minute for Foden. Yeah, we're going all the way, aren't we? 1 minute of stoppage time. 3 goals for Foden, the Club World Cup. Tonali's a baller. 30 seconds. I mean, a Coelho Santis midfield, a Coelho Flores Santis midfield is the stuff of dreams. Foden found his level. Yeah, I guess so. Go to Saudi. Saudi Pro League. And that should be halftime of stoppage or extra time. 106th minute. Definitely one of the funnest games of the Club World Cup. I agree. Yeah, Guyana's more cricket. Yeah, for sure. Okay. And that's like me saying Coelho should be playing for Spain, even though it's true. That's like me saying Coelho should play for Spain, even though it's true. Even though it's true. Halftime of extra time, 3-3. $15 more minutes. What would Canada have to do for you to react the same as yesterday? Lose to somebody they shouldn't lose to at the World Cup. Like, lose to, I don't know. Lose to freaking Algeria or something. You know? Lose to Jordan or Uzbekistan. Oh, that's a better one. Lose to Uzbekistan at the World Cup. That's what Canada could do to make me react the same way. Lose to Uzbekistan. That would do it. Group stage or knockouts. If it eliminates Canada and they lose to Uzbekistan, yeah, that'll do it. A team like Uzbekistan, that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do it. Thoughts on Yankees night in August for NYCFC night celebrating the Yankees NYCFC partnership with Yankee alumni appearances, meet and greets, and Yankees football kit. Well, good for them. Good for the NYCFC. It makes sense. They did the Mets last year. Of course, they'll do Yankees. I just hope they bring out Jeter. If they're going to have Yankee alumni, bring out Jeter. They're going to bring out A-Rod, aren't they? It's so close, yeah. $100 million Darwin Nunez. Hey, buddy. Like, if they're going to bring out, like the Yankees are going to bring out alumni, like if I was an NYCFC fan, I would want to see Jeter. I would want to see Jeter, Hideki Matsui, Gary Sheffield, Ichiro played for the Yankees. I'd rather castrate myself than have Nunez on Newcastle. That sounds... Yep. NYC versus Comunicaciones from Guatemala. NYCFC should have lost to them when they did that triple sub, or was it that quadruple sub? They should have lost. I can't forget that quadruple sub. That was the worst thing I ever seen. That was the worst thing I ever seen. They had the lead and they did a quadruple sub and almost lost the whole tie. Comunicaciones should have won that, and I'm not a fan of Comunicaciones. I don't know. Municipal, Shellahu, and player down hurt. 4-2 because of the way goals we lost. Yep. That damn triple sub. I still can't believe Bernie Williams. Yeah, he was a good Yankee. Like, or it was quadruple sub. Either way. I'm sorry, Daniel, but I can't forget. I cannot forget that sub. That dead, brain dead sub. That was bad. Oh, well, there you go. Ain't that some? Yeah, that one did. That was a brain dead sub. Absolutely brain dead. That sub was brain dead. It still is. Like, here's the thing. You should never, I don't care how far you are ahead, a quadruple sub, are you out of your mind? A quadruple sub. 4 players on at the same time. No, I don't care how far you are ahead. That you shouldn't do that. And that Comunicaciones team was really good. I mean, they were the ones who had won the CONCACAF League. That was a really good Comunicaciones team. A very good Comunicaciones team. They were very good at the time. And then somehow lost to Darien the next year at the CONCACAF League level. But either way, that was crazy. See? Equal opportunity, bad memories. 3-3. Is Italy the happiest country that the World Cup will be expanded to let more teams in? If they don't make it, they won't be. Honestly, I think Osimhen will be better. I still think Osimhen's a really good striker. Like, yeah, he shouldn't have went to Turkey, but at least it wasn't Saudi. Like, Turkey was like Saudi before Saudi. Like, let's be real. Turkey was before Saudi was Saudi. Like, Turkey, well, actually, no. Turkey was China before China, and then Saudi before Saudi. Taco, well, actually, you probably don't want Taco Bell. Sonic. Sonic is amazing. Go get some tater tots, a hot dog, tater tots, hot dog. What else is good? You know, Sonic. McDonald's is just not good anymore. You probably don't want Taco Bell, even though I've never had a problem with it. I've never had the bubble guts because of Taco Bell. I like Taco Bell when time is tight and I'm busy. Taco Bell's okay. Sonic's probably the best of the three. Tater tots, hot dog, slushies, those are good too. But yeah, tater tots, hot dog, something like that. You know, yeah, Sonic's probably the best of the three. Yeah, I'll agree with that. "109th minute." Or, is a Denny's open? How close are you to a Denny's? How close are you to a Denny's? Whether that's DoorDash or not. Is a Denny's open? It should be. It should be. And how close are you to a Denny's? Because honestly, if you are close to one and you're probably door dashing, do it. 10 minutes. Is it open? Are you door dashing? If you're door dashing, you know what? Just do it. Do Denny's. Chicken fried steak meal with the fried eggs. However you like fried eggs. Personally, I like them over hard. Chicken fried steak, sausage, bacon. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Shit. If I was door dashing, I might do that right now. Shit, I might do that. I'm not, but yeah, I might. Chicken fried steak, eggs, fried eggs. Personally, I get them over hard. Fried eggs over hard are ones where the yolk's already pushed out, if you don't know. The egg isn't runny. I like runny poached eggs, but I don't like runny fried eggs. It's weird. It's weird. DoorDash is so cheap. Yeah, I'm just saying. I only have Taco Bell, Culver's, and McDonald's. Culver's is good. I love Culver's. It's amazing. McDonald's is so bad right now. Like, seriously. I say Toronto. Toronto has the better wrestling fans. And I'm not biased. I think Toronto has the better wrestling fans. But, personally, Denny's ain't bad. Probably actually better than Sonic. Chicken fried steak, eggs, fried eggs. You may want them runny. I don't. Now, the hash browns are the shredded ones, which I don't like. I like hash brown patties, which that's probably the best thing McDonald's makes at this point. Hash brown patties are good, but, you know, chicken fried steak with the gravy, eggs over hard, fried eggs over hard, sausage. I just get multiple sausage links. I don't even really get bacon, actually. Maybe some toast. 4-3 Al-Hilal. Throw in. Head it on. 9 minutes to go. Neves plays it on. Cross in. Header. Goal. Rebound tapped in. Rebound tapped in. Goal. 4-3 Al-Hilal. Yeah, that's true. No name. They don't like the ice cream machine is a pain in the ass to clean. 4-3 Al-Hilal with a rebound. Did he just put his shirt on the flag? Okay. 4-3 Al-Hilal. Classic. He's getting a yellow card, but it's worth it. Who cares? Classic. It's worth it. Wow. 4-3 Al-Hilal. Ain't no matter. City will take the equalizer. Hey, I ain't ranting. Why would I? This is awesome. This is awesome. Why would I rant? I don't care. Fans to Gianni. Hey, he loves the Saudi money, so why is he mad? Why is he mad? Why should he be mad? He loves the Saudi money. Why should Egghead be mad? Bro, Man City lost, bro. I'm so mad, even though I love taking Saudi money, bro. Bro, help me, bro. Come on, Man City, score, bro. Bro. but wants ratings. Yeah, but he takes a lot of Saudi money. Leonardo with a tap in. Well, it hit his chest and then he taps it in. So ugly. Bro, why'd you let that happen, bro? Al-Hilal's been game all night, man, and it counts. Marcos Leonardo, 112. Three to four. Bro. Can I refund my Saudi money, bro? They really want the $5 million. I don't blame them. $5 million is their freaking. That is a freaking generational wealth. Well, I don't know about that, but that could go a long way, you know. $5 million's nice. That's like 2 years' salary. Well, for normal footballers, that's 2 years' salary. Shit. Bro. Tax-free, true. Taxation is theft, true. Taxation is theft. Happy Club World Cup after dark. Taxation is theft. Taxation is theft, bro. Well, no, the bro guys wouldn't be saying that. They'd actually be saying, you got to pay the 25%. Bro. Cheesy fries with barbecue chicken or sausage with sauce. That's right up my alley. That does sound pretty good. Why would this be a crash out? This is good for Chelsea, as Priciero just said. Chelsea legit is going to go to the final if they don't fuck this up. Now, if Chelsea fucks it up, I'll crash out. Now, if Chelsea loses the quarterfinal or semi, then I'll crash out. But right now, no. No. If they... Don't say that. Don't go there yet. Don't go there yet. Well, that celebration will be in the next FIFA. I would love it. I'm using it. The other side is Real Madrid PSG. I believe in Delap. Yeah, we're going to lose to them. Well, maybe not even Real Madrid. PSG, though, no, we're going to lose to. Yeah, no. Like, I'm not saying I'll crash out if we lose the final. If we lose the final, I'll be like, yeah, it was PSG. We at least made the final, though. We're the second best team in the world. I don't care what you have to say. We finished second at the Club World Cup. We're the second best team in the world. We're going to win the Premier League. If we lose to a Brazilian team again or a Saudi team, I'm going to crash out. Not again. Now, if we lose to PSG, we could beat Bayern. I think we could beat Bayern. We beat Benfica. We should be able to beat Bayern, right? Shot saved. We should be able to beat them, right? It was Dylan. It was Dylan, Kelly. He's a saint. He's a saint. We love Dylan here. Good man. But here's the thing about Chelsea, all right? If we lose the quarterfinal or the semifinal, I'm crashing out. I am crashing out. If we lose the final, it's to PSG. Why would I crash out? It's PSG. I'm not that delusional. Right? It's not like we're losing. It's not like Chelsea lost to Guatemala of clubs, you know. It's not like they lost to the Guatemala of clubs, you know. It's not like they did that, right? Wait, is Guatemala my Zamboni driver? Is Guatemala my Zamboni driver moment? Is it? Was it? Rory? Was Guatemala my Zamboni driver moment? It might just be. It might just be. Right? More like on the live stream, but, you know. This Doku guy is awful. You know what? Maybe Garnacho is better. Maybe Garnacho is better. Maybe he is better. You know what? Anthony probably is better than Doku, actually. You know what? I was wrong. I should have respected the GOAT. Anthony the GOAT. I should have respected the GOAT. I should have respected the GOAT. I should have respected the GOAT. Anthony is better than Doku. What about Anthony? 119. Need the treble squad. Wait, hold on. Please tell me. Damn it wasn't 115. Shit, Marcos Leonardo didn't score at 115. Shit, that would have been such a good joke. No! Man, I wish Marcos Leonardo scored the winner at 115. That would have been such a good joke. That would have been such a good joke. Does this give Chelsea a clear path to the final? Yes, it does. Or I lose my mind because they bottled it. Either or. 3 minutes of stoppage time, and then we have a final whistle. Unless Man City scores, then we go to penalties. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. 121. Yes, it does. Mikael Granlund is being traded, linked to the Habs. That's actually a good move. Playing forward. Who wants the equalizer? Who wants this to end? Playing forward. Shot save. I don't know. I kind of want an equalizer, you know? Well, no. Part of me wants the equalizer. Part of me wants this to be over with. You want Man City out of this tournament. That's fair. I don't know if Al-Hilal could win on penalties, but Yassine Bono's had an amazing game. I wouldn't blame him for any of those goals that Man City scored, if I'm being real. Fluminense or Al-Hilal be in the semis of the Club World Cup. I love it. I love it, even though, well, Chelsea gets to play. Real Madrid's on the other side of the bracket. Chelsea's going to play a Brazilian team or Asian team in the semifinals of the Club World Cup. I love it. I love it. And if Chelsea screws this up, well, it's possible it's a Brazilian team versus a Brazilian team again. It's possible. Bono was awesome tonight. Yeah, he's man of the match in my book. He's man of the match. Like, Leonardo scored 2 goals, but Bono's man of the match. Franos wins Club World Cup would be the biggest miracle in sports history. Let's see if their, what's it called? Let's see if their plot armor takes effect. Who was asking me about plot armor? 2 minutes in. Who could Chelsea play the semifinal? The winner of the Fluminense Al-Hilal game. That's who they'll play if they beat Palmeiras. Nice on Doku. Playing forward. Ederson coming up for the corner. Man, if they somehow pull this off. Hey, if Chelsea's the second best team in the world, I'm happy about it. 32 teams and they're second? After all this? Shit, man. I'm good. And it's full time. Al-Hilal. Well, that's a save. It is full time now. Al-Hilal, after extra time, has beaten Manchester City 3-4. Al-Hilal has beaten Man City. Football, well, I don't know about football winning, but Pep is trophyless. Pep is trophyless with Man City for the 2024-25 season. They were always forgetting about this tournament. Pep is trophyless. Had one more shot and he blew it. Trophyless. You love to see it. You love to see it. People talk about this one for a while. You love to see it. Pep is a football terrorist. And he finally went trophyless with Man City. Pep is a football terrorist and he got what he deserved. Ruining Grealish. Ruining Foden. Ruining any player he gets his hands on. Football terrorist. And he got what he deserved. Al-Hilal. Well earned, actually. They were amazing. Ruined Mahrez. Yeah, he did that too. Ruining Rodri. Well, no, he got hurt. He almost ruined Palmer. Thank God Chelsea has him, but he got the yips. I don't know. Well, he might have been ruined anyway. He got the yips. He might have been ruined anyway. I'm much happier with this one, though. Much happier. Ruined Yaya Toure. Yeah. I mean, Palmer's got the yips. He might have been ruined anyway. Not Pep's fault, but he might have been ruined anyway. I was about to buy a Cole Palmer jersey, and now he's got the yips. I haven't done it yet, though, so it's not my fault. What are your thoughts on TFC this Thursday? I hope they win. I want to see a good match. Keep on pushing with this, what you found recently. Palmer's an academy player. I sincerely hope Dortmund isn't next. Sorry, man, but I got to root for CONCACAF. I got to root for CONCACAF, man. I'll hate it for you if they lose, Dylan, because I like you, and I don't hate Dortmund either. I have no problem with Dortmund, but I got to root for CONCACAF. I have to. I mean, that's my room. I get it. Fine. At least you're not as mad about as the Blues Winnipeg series. I mean, I don't have a problem with Winnipeg either, but I was definitely more partial to the Blues in that case. Like, that was definitely more, like, that got a bit heated, but I don't think tomorrow will. CONCACAF for us, yes. Now, that Blues Winnipeg series got a bit heated, but, you know, the ones I did, that got a bit heated, but, you know. Lol, nah. Speaking of, I kind of want a new Blues sweater. Those are awesome. Like, the new Blues sweaters, those are awesome. I love them. Simple, beautiful, classic. I love it. Much better than what they've been wearing. Much better. Score prediction for Rayado versus Dortmund. 2-1 Monterrey. 2-1 Monterrey. I still got to buy a Leaf sweater, though. I have the t-shirt, but I got to buy a sweater. Nice. I need to get a Matthew Nyes jersey or Matthew Nyes sweater. I gotta. Matthew Nyes is him. Matty Nyes is him. 6 years of Matthew Nyes staying with the Leafs. I love it. Wasn't a bridge deal. It wasn't a bridge deal. 6 years. I love it. Why does Pep ruin players? Is he too mean? He has a system. He makes them into robots. He makes them into robots. He's making them into robots. That's the problem. There could be some sort of like Jammer Lammy joke here, but I don't have it. I don't have it. Nobody remembers Jammer Lammy. Nobody remembers that one. They remember. They don't remember that one. No. I can make a Jammer Lamey joke about Pep making his players robots, but I won't. But I won't. But I won't. Yes. Nyes, what a player. I'm so glad. 6 years for Matthew Nyes. I love it. I got to make the review. It's almost midnight. Continue for like 10 minutes. You know what? Fair. We'll go to 11. How about that? We'll go to 11. We'll go to 11. How about that? Since we're already there, let's go to 11. How about that? I'll give you 10 minutes. We'll go to the top of the hour. Might as well. We would have with the penalties, so might as well. Let me just put the charger on because it's... On a chart, 7.7 makes sense for him. They had nice ceiling similar to Caulfield. Sorry, Rory. Nyes is better. Nyes is better than Caulfield. Nah, man. Nyes is better than Caulfield. Nah. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. No. Nyes is better than Caulfield. We're not. No, we're not doing that. Caulfield's good, but Nyes is better. Fair enough. Yeah. I like Man City getting embarrassed though. That's good. Come on. I like seeing Man City get embarrassed. But, you know. Yeah. Aren't you guys looking for a new goalkeeper? Talk about Canada or Newcastle? Which City players would you start if you were Pep? For me, I don't know why Rodri only played that little of time. Like, I know he came back from injury, but, you know, I'm going to be on to the top of the hour. I just told that to Alex. So, is that 7 more minutes? Wait. Yeah, 7 more minutes. How'd you predict the wrong team again? Nobody thought Al-Hilal was going to win this game. Shafford's headed to Newcastle. He's a good goalkeeper. He's also Thogden's twin. I couldn't help it. He's not really, but he looks like Thogden. I couldn't help it. Hot take, Man City needs a new defense, new goalie, new center backs. Diaz and Akanji are finished. You know what? You're right. I agree. And Ederson's a fraud. But I've been saying that for a while. Attack-wise, they'll score, but defense is awful. Yeah. I'm just glad Chelsea don't have to play him. How in the world did Chelsea find a way to make that bracket easier? Well, it's called luck. So we bucks now bucks. Blimey, get out. Blimey, get out. Blimey, get out. Like, I don't know if you've seen one of those like F1 animations where they're like running instead of driving, but I can't stop copying George Russell's blimey, get out, blimey, we didn't get him, blimey, we didn't get him. Yeah, there's a vocal stem that I'm gonna be using for a while. Yay, there's that. Man City's doing renovations, the midfield attack. They forgot about the defense. Well, you only can spend so much money, right? Because, FFP and PSR, right? You can only spend so much money, and they're a team who's very much under scrutiny, Ederson can play out from the back like no one else, though. Not Alisson, but better than average. Yeah, but he's kind of lost it, though. He used to be, Ederson used to be actually good. And then, the past 2 years he's been a fraud? People still talk about him like it's 2020 or 2022 or 3. Dunedin. It's the single A team, but yes, it's a Blue Jays shirt. But it's the single A team. Dunedin. Close enough, though. I do have the hat. I do have the hat, though. But close enough. I didn't know what to wear for this game, so I just wore this. I didn't know what to wear. Go Jays. Let's go Blue Jays. Oh, by the way, they won today, 5-4 over the Yankees. The Toronto Blue Jays did. Let's go Blue Jays. We're actually going. Wow, okay. We can win the World Series this year. I think we're one of the best teams in the AL. We're one of the top 3 teams in the AL. We're a favorite. I know we're in the wild card. We're second wild card. But you know what? I have a good feeling. This Jays team can do it. I have a feeling. I have a good feeling. Man, that run they had the one where they had the 8-2 record over the last 10. Need a few more bullpen arms, but they're the best Jays team in a decade. It's always some about those years ending in 5, yeah? Well, at least the past couple of times. Man, they should have won in 2015. I'm still pissed about it, man. We got screwed. Man, we should have won. We should have won. We should have taken it to 7 against the Royals. We should have beat them in 7. We should have beat the Mets. Man, that was such a missed opportunity, man. I'm still pissed about it. Do you think losing to Flamengo was the best thing that could have happened? Ironically enough, yes, it is. Ironically enough for Chelsea, losing to Flamengo, it was the best thing that could have happened because it put them in this position, and then everything's gone their way since. It's wild. And they've done their job since, so I'll take it. Other than that 12-game streak, they're basically a 500 club. That's true. But it shows they have a good ceiling. They just got to be there. Speaking of, I'm sort of considering going live for the All-Star game next week, or the week after the Club World Cup final. But the week before the MLS All-Star game, I'm considering it. Went to Kansas City for the ALCS. Had a blast in Missouri. Yeah, Kansas City's nice. Yep, there we go. That Amish kid. Yeah, that Amish-looking kid. Yep. That Amish-looking kid. Yep. I can't forget it. I can't forget it. Because let me tell you what would have happened. If that didn't happen and they won Game 6, you know who's going Game 7? Marcus Stroman. Marcus Stroman would have blanked the Royals. Oh, don't start, Pacharo. Well, I'll predict them to win the next 2 rounds, but if they make the final, I probably would predict them to lose. So, hey, it might work out. Because I don't think we'll beat PSG. I'll go against Chelsea then. You might get your wish. if they make the final. With that being said, Marcus Stroman would have went Game 7 for the Jays in 2015. He would have blanked the Royals because guess what? They love small ball. You know what Marcus Stroman was good at? Getting ground out outs. He would have blanked them. 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 They would have went to play the Mets, and the Jays would have beat the Mets too. I say 5 games there as well. All they had to do was get it to 7. I believe this wholeheartedly. All the Jays had to do in 2015 was get it to 7 against the Royals. That's all they had to do. If they did that, Stroman would have quad him out, blanked them, and they would have went to the World Series. They would have done the same thing the Royals did to the Mets. Same thing, except it would have been home runs instead of small ball, but they would have got them. 5, 6 games. They would have won. They just had to get it to 7. Stroman would have got him out of it. He would have got him to the World Series. I believe that 100%. I believe it 100%. And now he's playing with the Yankees. He'll never get a ring, and he plays with the Yankees, and he, which I'm kind of glad considering it's the Yankees. But, you know, World Baseball Classic champ. That was a fun game. But let's see if Stroh pitches at the next World Baseball Classic for Puerto Rico. I hope he does. If a Brazil team can beat PSG, Chelsea can too. Chelsea lost to a Brazilian team too. So your point? I don't think you thought this through well. With that being said, we're past the top of the hour, so that I said I would go. Here we go. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. Yeah, it's not great. It's not very stringent. Also, why Rosarena plays for Mexico, but they actually gave him citizenship. Which that was pretty cool because the Rosarena had a 2020 style World Baseball Classic. So, yes, thank Dylan for the gifted memberships. Thank Dylan. Amazing. What a saint he is. That is 5, 6, 7. That is 7. Thank you. Enjoy being a Dynasty star for the next month if you don't stay. And, yeah, there you go. With that being said, it's not even going to be fun. All the people that was possible, they're all signed. It's not even going to be fun. With that being said, again, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of this game. We'll have month ahead for the Dynasty Stars tomorrow. Then we'll have 2 streams, with that being Madrid versus Juve and Dortmund versus Monterrey. Then the review for Monterrey versus Dortmund. That'd be a trade. But with that being said, well, okay, no. Eloàrd is still on the market. But with that being said, yeah, I'll see you within the hour. I'm riding. I'm out. Peace.